This is William K. Murtaugh, Mert Witness 1, and today I would like to talk about watermelons and anvils, old cars and trampolines, and Timothy Charles Homestead. Now, people are probably scratching their heads wondering what in the hell all this is about and what does it have to do with Timothy Charles Homestead. Well, let me explain a little bit here. I come on here periodically doing live streams, and occasionally I'll do these mobile thons like I'm doing now. And I will rant and rave about the things that Tim Homestead says about me. The lies he tells, the accusations that he puts forth, things that I have to deal with on a daily basis because this guy insists on making my life a living hell. Now, Timothy Charles Homestead accuses me of murder. He accuses me of being part of a big organization that kidnaps babies, sells babies. There's people out there that I'm associated with that he accuses of eating babies, making diamonds out of them, all kinds of crazy shit. And he's over on Telegram and he's got thousands of subscribers and makes all kinds of money, which is important here because that's why he does all this. He makes shitloads of money. And so I counteract this with my little channel. Now, Mr. Homestead is after me primarily because he claims I'm trying to silence him. That I'm part of a vast organization that wants to silence him. In fact, the leader of this alleged organization, a man known as Craig Sawyer, wants to kill him. Tim Homestead claims that Mr. Sawyer made death threats against him. Has what appears to be emails sent to Timmy saying that Craig Sawyer is going to track him down and he's going to kill him. Now, people believe this. And I'm going to get into on another live stream a couple people that have commented to me over in BitChute having to do with Mr. Sawyer making these threats to kill Tim Homestead, and that I am supposedly part of this plot. I was originally going to do a mobile thon, but I figured, screw it, I'm going to do a live stream. But let me get back on track here. I have, for the past several years, on this YouTube channel, put my side of the story out there, explaining who Tim Homestead is, my opinion of him, and what he says about me. The primary purpose of this is an archive so that people understand what people are going through. I'm not the only one going through this. There is probably 20 or 30 people who are victims of Homestead and the cult that he's been able to build up. And that we all have to put up with being accused of murder of all these children, of being suspects in certain cases, being in organizations like the Finders, being Whitey Bulger, who is a mobster from Boston who was killed by a guy who put a lock on a sock and whacked him over the head with it. And I am supposed to be this Whitey Bulger. It started out that I only looked like Whitey Bulger, and now these nutcases have got me being Whitey Bulger. You know, that's in one of these fishtails that got a little bit bigger. And so I get on here and I talk about this. And I talk about the fact that these people are making thousands upon thousands of dollars per month on donations from people that actually believe this nonsense. And it's crystal clear, number one, that I'm not going to convince anybody that Tim Holmseth is a fraud. That these people are being taken to the cleaners and they're being played for fools by Tim Holmseth and his associates and people like him. And yet, Timmy comes after me, saying all these things about me, making all these wild allegations, because he thinks that I have enough influence on the internet to cause him all these problems. And, you know, you have to kind of wonder where this guy's at. You know, where he comes up with this stuff. Now, let me explain something here. You guys are watching a video on my YouTube channel. This is the only channel I have currently where I do multimedia streams and where I live stream periodically. Now, if you notice that this video and all the associated videos around it, you're going to see that my view count averages 100 viewers per video. Sometimes it's a little higher than that. Many times it's lower than that. And this goes to my live streams. My live streams generate maybe 100 to 300 people who come in and they watch all or part of the live stream being recorded. Now, when you look at my live streams in real time while I'm on the air streaming, you're going to notice that I, at most, get 20 people that watch the live stream. And out of that 20 people, maybe 5 actively participate in the chat that accompanies the blog. And half the people that watch my channel are people that agree with Tim Holmseth, who take my content and say things and use it against me and my audience. So here's this channel with less than 100 views per video, who has a subscriber account somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,100. You know, I make an announcement at the end of the video. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and share, in hopes of getting maybe 1 or 2 people more to grow my channel. But it hovers at these 1,200 people. And, you know, it gets frustrating because Tim Holmseth is causing a lot of damage to a lot of people. Not only to people like me who are simply trying to live their lives without being accused of murder or being a pedophile or these other things that will drive some vigilante nuts, and the guy may do a Pizzagate on me and blow my head off with a shotgun or something else. You know, make it hard for me to find a decent job because their headlines are all over the internet for an HR department to look at if I put a job application in with that company. This has actually happened. I've lost a $60,000 job offer because they checked the internet and see that I was accused of being a pedophile on Tim Holmseth's page. They didn't want the controversy, so they didn't hire me. And so I can't get a job. I'm lucky enough to have Social Security, so there's that. But I can't get any traction. There's not enough people out there interested in this kind of a situation. Now, there's a book out there written by Will Sommer of the Daily Beast, Trust the Plan, that is about QAnon and people like Mr. Holmseth. Because Mr. Holmseth at one time was with QAnon. And so, Mr. Sommer's selling a lot of books. He's getting a lot of attention on this, which is good. Others out there had their YouTube channels, and they're able to generate better audiences than I have, but nowhere near the level that is needed to make a difference. Now, who's getting all the attention? You know, everybody tells me I should go on and do something different. Don't talk about Homestead so much. And I'm tempted to. Which brings up what my intro is about. Watermelons, anvils, trampolines, old cars. When you go on YouTube and you look at the random things that come up, there's usually, if you go on your YouTube channel, say on a PC, a whole bunch of suggestions will pop up. I don't know how YouTube develops their algorithm, but you'll see things like bad drivers, which are videos about people that make stupid mistakes in their cars, have all kinds of accidents. Or you'll have workplace idiots where these people destroy multi-million-dollar machines because they're careless with them, and they maybe take a forklift and hit a whole shelf full of product, and the next thing you know, like dominoes, the stuff falls down. Ridiculous stuff like this. And there's the cats. You have cats that do cat things. The latest thing is that somebody put a GoPro on a cat and uploaded the video, the cat wandering around sniffing the butt of his fellow cats. These videos, this nonsense, gets thousands, and in some cases millions, of views. The creators of this content make huge amounts of money off of these videos. And this stuff is ridiculous. And the single most ridiculous video that I came across was a random video that was on YouTube. And what happened was that these guys, there's 3 or 4 guys that went out and found this huge dam. This thing's 300 or 400 feet tall. Big ass U-shaped dam. And at the base of the dam, they put a mannequin, they put an old car, they put a drum set, a trampoline, I think a collection of spray cans laid down on the ground or something, but a bunch of stuff. And up on the top of the dam, they had an anvil, a spear, I think a bowling ball, and a watermelon. And the goal here was to throw these objects off the top of this dam and hit one of the objects down below. And depending on what you hit, you would get points. The smaller the target, the higher the points. For instance, I think the car, if you hit the roof of the car, it was 10 points. And if you hit the mannequin, it was 50 points. But you would make points depending on what you hit. And so, I watched it because I thought it was kind of weird. That there's a, half an hour video, and it's all these guys throwing this stuff off this dam and hitting the object. The anvil went through the car in one of the shots. Some of the objects hit the drum set. One of the objects hit the trampoline. The different things got hit. Destroyed the mannequin at one point. And this silly video had an astonishing number of views. I think it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 1 or more million views. And it's the same with all these car crash videos. You go and you watch all of these videos of car crashes. The Russian car crashes seem to be the favorite. And look at the view count on these things. I mean, people will literally watch train wrecks. There's videos of trains hitting trucks and cars. They get stuck on the tracks or go around the crossing guards and get hit. There was one especially gruesome one where a cow got hit by a train and it flew like 50 feet in the air. But millions upon millions of people watch this stuff. And yet here I am trying to tell the truth about something that is costing people hundreds of thousands of dollars monthly, where you have a group of people that are going out and sucking money out of people under false pretenses, committing wire fraud, destroying people's lives with horrific, devastating, false accusations that can get people killed, and at the very least make it so that these people can't live their lives. They can't get work. They can't get relationships. They're pariahs, all because of some unknown individual that has a fancy website with creative graphics and videos accusing them of things that they did not say, did not do. Accusing them of murder. Accusing them of trafficking children. Accusing them of being pedophiles. Making stuff up out of thin air that has no connection to them at all. And in most cases, they're doing it out of spite or they're doing it out of vengeance. Now, there's times where I said, fuck it, I'm going to give up on this. But in the end, I'm going to stick it out for a while because I feel it's important enough to at least have this material archived, so that maybe someone will come along, watch this video, and others out there by people like me, and be wary of following someone that makes these kind of ridiculous accusations because they believe in their politics. They hate Biden. They hate the Democrats. They hate Hillary. So somebody like Timothy Charles Homeseth comes along who says he hates Hillary, he hates Biden, he loves Trump, then these people will have a come to Jesus moment and go to Timothy Homeseth thinking that he's got the right message when he is an absolute and positive fraud. I'm not saying go out and like Joe Biden or Hillary or any of these other people. There's people out there that don't like Hillary, Biden, and so forth, but they're legitimate people. They have legitimate reasons for not liking Democrats. I may disagree with them, but I'm not that political either. But if you are going to believe in something or someone, make sure that something or someone is worth believing in, and that it is genuine, that it is honest, and that it is the truth. Tim Homeseth is none of these. And people that surround him, like Jesse and Randy and some of these other fools, they're just as phony. All they want is to get into your mind and take your money, and worse. There's a woman on trial in Florida charged with murder because she believed in these people when she found out that she had been lied to and deceived. She killed one of them. Got to say allegedly because she hasn't been convicted yet. There's a woman out of Colorado that believed in these people. Wound up losing her kids. Wound up in jail. Wound up with a criminal record. And has an uncertain future when it comes to ever seeing her children again. All because these people lied to her and deceived her. And there's countless others who have similar stories to tell or to be told. So it's up to you folks. Believe in what you want to believe, but be warned that people like Tim Holmseth are not the answer you're looking for. That they are not the martyrs to be worshipped or respected. And they are certainly not people for you to give your hard-earned money to. So if you get involved in these people and you find out that they are liars and frauds, don't come crying to me because I told you so. I gave you plenty of warning. This site gives you plenty of evidence. Now, if you are one of the 20 or 30 people that watch this live, or if you are one of the 100 people that may watch this video, and you do your homework and see that I was right, and you save your money and go elsewhere, then I will have accomplished something. I could just as easily go and throw watermelons off a dam and maybe get 1 million views for doing it. But I'm not here for that. I'm here to tell the truth and to warn people of the kind of phonies and frauds that are out there. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification button and share, and stay tuned if you want to, and listen to me ramble on about these frauds that populate the internet. Until then, have a good one.